Okay, and we are live. Awesome. Hello, everybody. Adrian here. Hope you guys have been having a great weekend. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the continuation of my Final Fantasy XIV catch-up series of streams where I'm trying to make my way to the end of the Stormblood expansion, of course, because there's a new expansion, Shadowbringers, coming out on June. So I've decided I'm gonna go and try and catch up as fast as I can. I'm doing all of this for the first time. So real quickly, I want to say hi to everybody watching in chat. Hello. I hope you guys are caught up if you have been binge watching the previous streams, which, I've kind of linked in the description box below, because last Sunday's episode of the stream was 5 hours long, and it ended for me at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I don't think I'll do that again because it hurts waking up on a Monday morning to work when you slept at 3 in the morning. So I'm gonna keep it short this time around. We'll try and do as much as Heavensward as possible. And looky, lots of people in chat. Hello, Tyler says, "Hey, Adrian, glad to catch you at the beginning of one of your streams. Awesome, man. Glad you could catch me at the beginning. Although this is where I talk a lot, just to get people acquainted to the stream. So it's not the most fun part. But glad you can make it here. We have Vidista as well. Says hello Vidista, good to see you. And we got Trishan, says hello there, hello Trishan, good to see you. And we have the Dayon, says enjoy Heavensward. Hey, alright, this is spoiler territory. So for those of you that have watched last Sunday's 5-hour stream, the last maybe 2 hours was just the epic build up to the climax of patch 2.1 and 2.55, where it ties up all the loose ends past the A Realm Reborn story and everything. And the climax really left me feeling a lot of emotions, if you guys saw. And those of you that have played it already, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, the next few days in the week, I've just been catching up, and that wasn't the end of the story, because there were some more cutscenes that happened after I stopped the stream. So all I can say is that what a superb end to the A Realm Reborn storyline, and I am now well into Heavensward. I'm already past the first maybe 20 or so quests in Heavensward. So I've been to Ishgard. I've done the opening series of quests. So this is where I'm trying to tell you where I'm at right now. We of course still have allies in Ishgard, obviously. So we've been taken in by House Forton, and we're kind of helping them out. And the Dravanians have attacked Ishgard again, and now we are working with the Azure Dragoon Estinian in one of those quests where, again, spoiler alert, we're going to try and find Lady Iceheart and try and work with her to stop the Dravanians from attacking Ishgard again. So that essentially we are working with the Heretics, and that's the part I'm on right now. So that's what we're going to go ahead and continue. I am somewhere in the Kurthus Highlands just looking for Lady Ishgard, so let's go ahead and continue that. And of course, I'll check in the chat some more. Nick says, hey man, hey Nick. What up, man? Alright. Gentilot. Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the Convictors, are we? Hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. And Alfino has gotten a new outfit because Tataru gave him one, and he looks better in this new Ishgardian-style outfit. And that is, of course, the Azure Dragon, so a Dragoon. If there's anybody watching that have never played Final Fantasy XIV before, you're gonna be so lost. But I'll try and catch you guys up. Just ask away in chat, and of course, there's tons of people from the previous stream that are Final Fantasy XIV players, and they're all happy to talk about the game in chat. So if you've got questions as a new player, go ahead, ask away in chat. We'll get to you. One of my favorite things about Heavensward so far is the damn music. It's so good. It's really, really good. It is such a step up from A Realm Reborn in every sense of the word, and I'll talk about that as we move the stream along. Like some of the very noticeable differences now that I am in the first expansion, which I've never played before, in case you're wondering. I've never played Heavensward before, so a lot of this stuff is new to me, and what I've seen so far, maybe in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 days I've been playing Heavensward, it's like an immense increase in quality in places that I didn't really expect an increase in. Oh, hang on, I just unlocked a mount speed increase for the zone, and that's pretty cool, because we also can unlock flying in Heavensward, of course. So once you get past a certain point in the main storyline, in your travel UI at the bottom right there, you'll see I have this thing called Ether Currents, which has its own UI and everything. And this simply means, well, what's the best way to describe flying unlocks in Final Fantasy XIV? Maybe for those that have played World of Warcraft, something like the Pathfinder achievements, but it's not as tedious. Like, you have to go and grind a reputation with certain factions. Final Fantasy XIV doesn't do that. Instead, you have to get some floating orbs on the landscape, and that's what these green stuff are. Collectibles on the landscape in these new Heavensward zones. And those red ones, those are from quest unlocks. So basically, two things. So, not too bad, not too shabby. Am I in a rush to unlock flying? Well, that sounds cool. I'm not, actually. I'd rather just push myself forward and get to Stormblood and unlock Stormblood flying there, because I suspect that's where I'm going to be spending most time anyway. Checking in on chat, we've got Arlium JH as usual says, hey yo, stream day indeed. I'm moving the story along as quick as I can, so let's go ahead and talk to Alphino and let's continue our search for Lady Iceheart. Right, Alphino is eager to gather information on the Heretics, and we tried looking for them. I had a run-in with Lady Iceheart, of course, because she summoned Shiva, and early on in the expansion, there was this cutscene, quest leading up to the cutscene, where she was like, you know, I'm not... Well, the game essentially put it out like she's not exactly the bad person. She has her own motives, so it's a gray area kind of character, not really black and white, which I do like. So now we're gonna go and, you know, try and talk to Lady Iceheart again. Let's see what she says. Right, so now we're gonna question all these convictors, and yep, this blue stuff simply means unlocks. I don't know what they're gonna unlock, but I will pick them up and we'll do them anyway. Alright, Boorish Banneret, nice name. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every... Man, I love these names. Rightmeo, Viremont, Bertinant, that wanders in and out of camps. I challenge you guys to name your kids after names like that. Okay, what we've got? Are there any heretics in the area? I haven't the faintest idea. Why? A heretic could pass under my very nose, and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady. The big ones, forever. Is that my Discord? Yeah, my Discord popping up. Sorry about that. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Okay, so these people are obviously... Oh, look! Hang on, I'll be right back to talk to this guy, but that is what I'm talking about. That's an ether current that you need to collect to unlock flying in the zone. Now, how do I get up there? Probably just jumping these rocks or something. Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. Yep. Okay, so I'm in the Kurthus Highlands, right? So let's just check real quick. So I've got 5 more to unlock. This should be one of them. And done. Yep, that's the one. So that's how you're unlocking flying in zones moving forward, which I think it's pretty decent. Anyway. Okay. I have always having help in chat whenever I go live. I've just been told that the blue side quests also help you unlock some ether currents for flying. So some of these guys will have some of these quests. There we go. So that's another ether current that was hidden behind that red stuff. So I could do this quest and pick it up. So you know what? Why not? Janelon wants you to experience firsthand what life at the Convictor is like. Sure. I remember you. How could I forget? You're the last who was in the Azir Dragoon's company. Since you're here anyway, perhaps you might like to try your hand at a spot of hunting before you depart. See for yourself what life is like for one of us. So, the Dravanian horde is stronger than you might expect unless you've been at it for years, like I have. I think it prudent to start with something simple and then work your way up to dragons. I suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those and come back here. Sure. Kill quests. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the next one too. Let's see what this is. Yep, another ether current. Great. The dead care not for justice, but the man, Waldo would see them have it just the same. Okay, somebody shouted that out from somewhere. I'm expecting another kill quest here. Oh no. Within the ruins is a priceless treasure which needs to be reclaimed. Okay, yep, sure. I'll be happy to grab whatever needs to be grabbed as long as I can, you know, progress on flying. And again, flying is not really my priority at the moment. I want to get to Stormblood as quick as possible, and not at the expense of story, which is why, you know, the main story quests are still my priority. But let's check in the chat real quick. We have Nicholas M says hi. Hello, Nicholas. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. And we have Shagrath as well. Hello, Shag says hi. So what do you say for those long sequences with the Sultana, Rauban, and all those stuff? Truly something, right? Oh man, when I said I needed to go and process that for a bit, I wasn't making that up. That was absolutely what I needed to. I had to watch the stream again, you know, just to see it unfold again and soak it in. Yeah, spoiler alert, but yeah, people people died. That's and these are, you know, people you don't at least I didn't expect to, you know, meet their untimely demise, because the game, like, I thought that, you know, Final Fantasy, the way these characters are, they're sort of invincible in a way. They join you on duties and they join you here and there, and at the end of the day they kind of feel like invincible. But at the same time, I didn't know what was coming up. Like, oh, there's another one. Shit. Okay, I gotta go down for that. Yeah, but I didn't know that, you know, they were going to introduce more characters in, like, the Heavensward expansion, for example. We have a couple of new characters, including the, what's his name? Edward guy, the head of House Forton, his two sons, the Dragoon, of course. And then you have the holy power of Ishgard, which is the high priest. I forgot his name, but he's basically the leader of the political... Well, it's basically the leader of Ishgard, religious leader, so yeah, lots of new characters, and I'm sure there's more coming, so I can see why they needed to take some characters out of the expansion for a little bit, and then maybe reintroduce them. I don't know, I cannot say. But yeah, I found that entire sequence to be absolutely awesome, and you know, something that I don't usually get narratively from an MMORPG, you know, it grips you. And I sort of got, I've just made this video about that, talking about the Heavensward prerequisites, where, you know, and I think some of you might agree with me, to get to that point, it took me a couple of months, because there's, you know, plenty of running around, there's so much fetch quests, there's a lot of mundane stuff that you have to do before you get to that point, so it's a very long build-up, but I will say that the payoff was great. So that's in a video coming out. I've already spoiled it for... I've already spoiled my thoughts on that, so those who don't watch the streams, too bad, I suppose. Okay. One more of these slime balls and we're good to go. We have Light21 in chat. Hello, Light21. He says, hello, I finally catch the stream. How did you like the Shiva fight? That was maybe 2 weeks ago. I enjoyed it. Most of Final Fantasy XIV's fights on you know, first time doing it, it's always fun, because everything that you're watching on stream, and this, I'm not making this up, I've not done before. So you are watching me experience it live in the flesh. Everything. I've not done any of the fights before. And like I said, I try not to look up fights. Like, I don't want to look at guides and everything, especially when I try and review MMOs. This is not a review cycle, by the way. This is just me panicking, trying to catch up. But I still don't want to look at guides. I just want to go through it. And, you know, if I get my ass kicked, fine. If I do so badly in mechanics and I get kicked out of the group, fine, whatever. But I like experiencing fights like that. And the Shiva one was no different. It was pretty cool. That sort of rock music that came in during the fight was like, I was like, what? That's pretty cool. Vesna says, oh hey, and Shag says, Amaric, I think, also Estinian. Yes, the Azir Dragoon is Estinian, and Amaric. Haven't seen a lot of him. Well, there was this one part of Heavensward so far that was pretty interesting. You know, we were out and about. I was helping House Forton's two sons, you know, just do a couple of things just to try and prove that, yeah, you know, we may be some sort of refugees or esteemed guests in Ishgard, because we're, of course, hiding from the aftermath of that political red wedding, if I can call it that. So, hang on, where am I going? I'm going to speak to Nadini, right? Oh look, another ether current. Damn. You know, at this rate, I could actually unlock flying tonight in the Kortha zones. I just need 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 2 quests right now. Well, that leaves me with little to do later on. That's cool. So yeah, there was this one quest chain where Alphino and Tataru sort of got arrested and they were going to be trialed for heresy or something like that. And I come in to save the day, and there was this whole thing about trial by combat to set them free because of Ishgardian rule of law, whatever, very medieval. And that entire sequence, in fact, this entire expansion has led me to believe, and I'm a big Song of Ice and Fire fan, right? AKA Game of Thrones. So some of the writers of this expansion definitely watched or read a lot of Game of Thrones, because this expansion has multiple similarities to, you know, some sort most of what kind of happens in those books. So I kind of do like that. What's this? A ward of House Forton wishes to enter the Dusk Vigil? You are aware that the ruins are infested with wild beasts and gods, only no one else, are you not? Why, just the other day, one of the convictors claimed to have seen a massive winged beast. Not a dragon, mind, but something else. But far be it from me to deny an esteemed personage to the opportunity to kill herself in exciting ways. Wow, thanks. Ah, this sounds like a dungeon? Let's find out. Dusk Vigil. There we go. Heavensward Dungeon, level 51. Okay, so for me to unlock one of those flying pieces, I have to do the dungeon. So not too bad, I suppose. I can queue for that while making my way back there. I can't believe I had to come all the way here to talk to this person just to unlock the dungeon, and now I gotta go back and try and finish whatever quest I was on. It's kind of the annoying part, but that's why flying is a solution. That's how they get you. There's another side quest here, and I'll just pick it up just to show, you know, some stuff. Because side quests in Heavensward, like I've done a few, I don't mind it in Heavensward because it's very basic. It's usually kind of the clusters. They're together, unlike in A Realm Reborn, which just has you pulling your hair out because it's really frustrating. But the side quest clusters in Heavensward isn't that bad. But I'm trying to save as much as I can in the event that I feel like I want to level another job. And you know, one of the tactics or one of the tips that people are, you know, say to me is do the main story, do your daily duties and your roulettes with your main job, your main character, or your main class, I mean. And once you get that to 70, if you do decide to go and roll another one, then if you don't want to bore yourself to death by just running Palace of the Dead or, you know, farming dungeons, you know, all those side quests that you skip, you can go back and do them with your second job or third job, you know, just to diversify your gameplay options. And I do like the sound of that, so I may skip all these side quests and save them for another job later on. So, but my point being that the side quests in Heavensward are way better than in Realm Reborn, because the way they're written and the story as well, yeah, way better than in Realm Reborn. Okay, checking in on chat some more. Shax says lots of emotion crunching stuff incoming in Heavensward, and Stormblood especially. You'll love it. Oh, you know me. I'm a sucker for big emotional moments in MMOs. I like being made to feel. Oh boy. Yeah, judging by the decisions I make when I'm traveling on land, flying is definitely going to be a big benefit for me. Getting past all this rocky terrain. We have Jay Fairclough in chat. Shit, it's been a while, says Jay. Dude, it's been a while. Haven't seen you in ages. Where you been, man? What are you playing? What's up? What's going on? Vesa says, man, I want to roll with you. Oh. I would love to play with you guys too, but trust me when I say this, the timing will never match up unless it's on like stream nights. Because just this past week, right? I dedicated like 3 days straight just to play Heavensward, and in between all that, I jumped into Neverwinter's Undermountain, which I've got a video coming for. I jumped into Ascent Infinite Realm, the new Blue Hole MMO, which I just put out a video this morning, and I've also jumped into a third MMO, Guardians of Ember, and I'm going to be making a video of that. So because of what I do, you know, trying to roll with you guys, while it sounds awesome, timing is going to be a real pain in the butt to coordinate. Alright, looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pierre or someone? I've enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as well. There's no business of mine what they do in the wilds. Alright, let me just turn that in, get that ether real quick. Slain those rooms already. If they're even pronounced as rooms. How did you find them? Did they put up much of a fight? No. Good work, lass. Clearly the Azure Dragoon doesn't travel with mere amateurs. So hunting dragons sounds like a thing, like it's gonna be a thing. And I can't wait. Yeah, everything from the quest completion music to when you pick up a quest for the first time in Heavensward, the music just steps it up a notch. What is this? Nope, you have nothing for me. I'll save you for another job leveling. Same goes to you, I reckon. Yeah, I'll keep that for later. Okay. Ooh, cutscene. Something I can help you with, milady. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little time taking rest from these people. If you please, my lord, I'm Perique. I do not pronounce that. A soldier by trade. They're not much of one. If it weren't for the love of stabbing people, okay, he sounds like a sellsword. I like dealing with sellswords. They're straight to the point, no fuss. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking how unfair it is all, I don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. As is the case. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tribe and asked for seconds. Okay, some info there. At least we know that, you know, the people that are following all this heretic stuff are easily swayed. Anyway, let's check in chat real quick. I see that moving. Where am I? Light21 says, also, how do you enjoy finally getting more samurai skills after 100+ quests? You know, when I came back maybe a month ago, I was still struggling trying to know what my best skills are, what my best rotations are, and with the samurai, it's all about how fast can you power up some of these combos to get your, you know, this thing, which turns into different tiers of executable finishers, if I can call them that. And you know, leveling up some more past level 50, you know, getting a whole bunch of quests, skills that are pretty helpful, like my number 9 one here, this wing, Isatsu Kaiten, is, I love popping that, of course, as you would before any of your big combo finishers and stuff, so it's now a matter of juggling resources and mechanics, and, you know, Final Fantasy XIV, first of all, it starts off by giving you jobs, you know, that are seemingly cool. So, like the astrologist, for example, and you got to understand what the developers intend for the mechanic first and foremost, and then you relate it back to what you know based on playing a DPS in the past, or a healer in the past, or a tank in the past. And once you get that down, it's all easy. It's just a matter of how quickly you can get to what you want to do, or how to execute your best skills, and build up the resource back as fast as possible. So that's something I'm slowly coming to terms with in terms of the samurai. I haven't done a lot of dungeons, of course, so I'm still working out what my best you know, rotations in dungeons is, but it's fun so far. I kind of like it. I don't have many to go, I believe. Actually, I take that back. I have 1, 2, 3. I've got a bunch of skills to go. So yeah, I can't wait to unlock a new one and see what's up. Oh, that's nice. Level 58. Merciful Eyes instantly restores your own HP by 200 potency. So that's a good oh crap button. I already have one, of course, which is Second Wind. But this is not a job-specific skill. This is just a role-specific skill, which has been morphed over the past few years from having... Because in the past, you had cross-job skills, right, that you can use. That's gone, I think. So I have this bar up here, which, yeah, that's my oh crap button. And of course, this one, which sort of restores my health over time the more I attack. Right, I'm going to catch up chat before I talk to Estinian here. Jay says, slumming it on ESO. How have you been? Awesome, dude. Well, I've slummed. I've worked hard on ESO from January to February and beginning of March, just trying to get ready for Elsewhere, and there's nothing more I can do in ESO to prepare myself for Elsewhere. I have played so much of Elsewhere on the PDS, the private test server, and I'm making sort of my impressions of the Necromancer class, which I absolutely love. And I'm not sure if you've done PDSJ for the Necromancer, but tell me what you think about it. My opinion is the Necromancer class for the Elder Scrolls Online is going to sell... ESO is going to make a lot of money based on that class. I guarantee you. That class is OP as hell, and I'll be surprised if it doesn't get tuned down a little bit for some skills, that is. Shaq says, watch the Air video, seems like a decent game, but that flying stuff and shooting flying stuff is really like the Tortolan stuff in BFA. I knew it, yeah, it felt exactly the same to me, which is why I was like, oh hey, another Ether Current from the main story quest, good. Alright, let's go pick it up. Which is why I said it, you know? It just reminded me so much of it. But of course, later on, the endgame stuff, it doesn't appear that you'll get to aim. You'll just have to manually do it like a action combat game. So you don't take control of a singular gun. I've been told you control the entire ship. So when you move your character, you're moving your whole airship too. So it's gonna take me a while to get to that point. Right, if we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. And it so happens I once heard a tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. I will remember that, and we need to try that out. Hopefully somebody's got a ranch with some yak on it, and you can try it out, see if it produces purple smoke or not. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. Oh, thanks, Master Alphino. You and I shall go gather firewood. Why can't it be role reversal? Why can't you guys get the yak hide and I get the firewood? Okay, I've got another quest unlocked here. What is this? Excellent. Wow, they're just handing me these ether currents like nobody's business. I'll be happy to take it. I'll take that. I'm going to skip reading this one. Polar bears. Okay, are we hunting polar bears? Yep, killing 4. So, okay, so this is a kill quest. Not much to go by there. So, yeah, I kind of like the pacing so far for Heavensward. The expansion is really good. I'm kind of liking it. And it's such a good change of pace from patch 2.1 to 2.55, where it's all just traveling back and forth, and you know, it got pretty annoying at times. So it's nice to have a proper flow once again for expansions and stuff. Anyway, while I get on with this, how have you guys been? How's your week so far? What have you guys been playing? For those that are on Final Fantasy, I guess you've been playing Final Fantasy, but you guys been playing anything else? Any new games I should know about? Anything catch your eye this week? Vesna says, yeah, on top of that, you're in a different data center. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, I need to mention that. I'm on the Japanese data centers, so if you guys are on the Japanese data centers too, then I suppose we could hook up for something. Much later on, of course, once everything's come down a little bit. And I've caught up to where I need to get caught up to. How many bears? 4. easy peasy. And the one thing I'm not sure about yet is that, you know, there's been no talk about upgrading my gear so far. Like, I'm still getting elegant tombstones of poetic, I think. And I've been doing research about that, and everyone's been saying, save it, don't buy anything yet until, like, you're level 60, and you've gone to the Stormblood place, where you can then get some gear that will last me until, like, 64 or something like that. So, I've been getting all those poetic stones or whatever. I'm just gonna save them. Gear hasn't really been an issue at the moment. I might eat my words later on if I encounter a hard fight that I can't beat. Anyway, I forgot to ask, yeah. Let me know if the stream quality is good. If the audio is too loud, let me know, I'll fix that. If you guys can hear me properly. I've not tried this skill yet. I must have recently gotten it. Let's try that. Control 9. Ah, that'll be handy for getting out of stuff. So I've got two skills for the samurai. This one here ports me forward, so it takes me to the target, and this one I can step back from the target, so that sounds pretty cool. I like that. Okay, polar bear's down. Let's go get yaks. And let's check in on chat. Basically, if only there was cross data center, which would be cool, but at the moment, I've not seen that done properly in any MMO where, you know, games can play between data centers or between clusters. So I've not seen NA being able to play with EU in any MMO that has separate servers for that. Okay, I've just got a tell from my sister, who's obviously the master at this. She says there's a place in Heavensward that gives you good level 60 gear. Awesome. Just let me know where to get it, and once I hit 60, I will get it. Thank you, as usual, for watching the stream and for giving me all that info. But you're not near the location yet, as expected. That's one freaking huge yak. Oh, get out of the way. Alright, let's check in the chat while we do this. We got Nap Gamer in chat. Hello, Nap Gamer. Says, hey, Joram, what's up? What's up, Nap Gamer? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, stun ya, stun ya. There you go. I just remembered that I had that sort of interrupt skills, and I haven't been using it at all. So that shows you where my noob level is for a Final Fantasy XIV player. But I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better. One more yak. I like that for a mount, because it's big. Can you imagine, like, one of the Lalafelds having that as a mount? It probably will get, like, lost under all that fur. Ooh, I've got the big one. Let's do it. And let's get out of there. Oh, I don't have enough of that currency thing that you see in my sword. And done. Let's go back. I'm going to turn that one in first for the Aetheryte thing, and I'll go up there. Alright, let's check in chat some more, because you guys know I love talking to you. Jay says, I'm not playing the PDS because I don't want to spoil it for myself. Good call, good call. I was initially that way too, and then I realized, screw it. I need to make content. I think every good sort of MMO content creator will have to eventually do that stuff, you know, jump into PDS, inform people, show people what's coming and all that stuff. And I thought, you know what, maybe it's time for me to do that too. So yeah. Oh, thank you. All right, compensated. I trust you'll consider this a fair remuneration for your efforts. Indeed, thank you very much. Oh, I gotta pick some food too. No, I had haddock. A triple cream coffee sounds good. I'll go with that. Wait, hang on. No. I'll go with that. And done. How close are we to unlocking flying here? We got 2 more on the landscape and 2 more quests as well. This is awesome. Hey, I may be able to fly tonight. In this zone, that is. Because you don't unlock flying for the entire expansion. You only unlock it for the one map area that you're in. And Jay says, and I heard it was more OP than the Warden. Absolutely. That's that was my impression too, because I think I can't remember if I was in the PDS for the Warden, but the first time you get your hands on the Necromancer, I mean, if you're going to play through, if you're going to start a Necro from start, I mean, on the PDS you can automatically boost yourself to level 50, and of course you have all your champions points to max too. So what is that, 810? And yeah, right from the get-go, you can use the more powerful skills, you can put on the best gear, and it is just OP. Nick says, speaking of Endgame, have you watched it yet? Well, thanks for bringing that out, so I'm gonna go ahead and say no spoilers, please. And if you do spoil something in here, I'm gonna have to kick you from the stream, unfortunately. I'm just doing my part to make sure that, you know, people don't get it spoiled for them. Yes, I've seen Endgame, and there's nothing more to say. I mean, I watched it Friday night, and I couldn't work at all Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. I was just still sort of in the moment during Endgame, you know, because I grew up with the entire cinematic universe and stuff, so it was a really damn good show. Go watch it if you guys haven't watched it, and if you guys are, you know, Marvel fans or whatever. And that's all I'll say about that. Jay says, I saw Endgame before it was officially out. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Vesna says, are you planning to try 24-man raid? Sure, if it comes my way, I absolutely will. I'll never say never to doing stuff like that. If it's coming soon, that is. And hopefully soon. Okay, let's light up some purple smoke. It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides? I do. Let's hand him over. I want to watch this purple smoke. And there we go. We're setting up a signal for Thanos to come here and snap his fingers. I love that music.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
Uh-oh, she came.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
Ah, yes. Multiple choice answers, which is... I don't remember this at all in A Realm Reborn, so, you know, this one's pretty nice. Even though I don't think it'll make a difference, because I'm not going to make a second character to find out. So I'm just going to pick what I resonate with. We wish to speak with you, and we wish to stop Nidog's attack on Ishgard. Like I said, we are coming here with a truce proposition. We want to stop the Dravanian attack, the second Dravanian attack on Ishgard. And we want to talk to Lady Iceheart here so that we can, I don't know, broker peace, work together. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go and keep it simple. We wish to speak to you. Let's see what happens here.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elizan tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva.
Okay, that's interesting.
While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Hraesvelgar, in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted.
I love that. I love, learning about all that backstory. That was cool. So, woman and dragon.
Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery.
Uh-oh, hang on.
And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
That eye's with Estinian, isn't it? Or I got that wrong.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Oh, that's why he bended his post. Huh. Oh, the Eye of Sauron. Hey.
Good gods.
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgar instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him.
That worked out.
Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Okay, sounds good. New zone. Okay. Oh, it's... No, it can't be the dragon. One blessing of the light has returned. What is this? I'm gonna have to earn all back one by one. Is that what the oh, what's that dragon's name? My little flying bat.
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while. And should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Yeah, you.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Couple of things I noticed too in Heavensward, and I'm not sure if you guys can confirm this for me, but it feels or it sounds like some of the voice actors were changed. Like Alfino sounds a lot different than what he was previously. That Dragon 2, he sounds way better now compared to the patch before this, where he just spoke. It took forever to speak anything, and yeah, I think everybody else has been pretty consistent with your voice acting. It's just Alfino and the Dragon there. Okay, so that was pretty good, and one of the reasons why I enjoy a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, because it's really story-driven, and it's making me pumped up for more of the content here. So let's go ahead and check in chat. I'm sure I missed quite a bit there. That was a pretty long cutscene. Where did I stop? Light21 says, your Ironworks gear can safely carry you to around level 55 to 56 zones. Story will give you better replacements over time, and at level 60, you can buy new sets for tomestones. Excellent. Thank you. I will keep that in mind. And Jace is a fan. Already got beaten up for spoiling it. Vesta says there's one at level 59 or 50, which is 24 man raids. One chain of 3 raids to be exact. Oh, that sounds fun. As soon as I get to Stormblood and have done everything. The starting quest is in Mordona. I did see plenty of unlocks there, and I'm guessing I needed to unlock that one. It's a real pain without flying in the Sea of Clouds. I had to get a friend to fly me. Yeah, that's cool. I believe I can, get some help in here too from my sister or whoever to fly me around if I need to unlock something urgently. Light21 says, the moment when the dragon song kicks in during cutscenes, the feels are real. Yeah, this zone's background music is really nice. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's one of my favorites so far. We have Jared in chat. Hey, Jared says, Shiva, I knew it. And we got Mikey V Jet. Hello, Mikey. He says, hey, man, now with the world transfer being so easy, if you need help running anything, let me know. Will do, Mike. Thanks so much for the offer. Who's playing on the same data center as myself. Jay says, gotta love the cutscenes in Final Fantasy. Yeah. I mean, it's nice, especially when you know what's going on. When I first came back 2 years after the fact, I'm like, I needed to, like... The good thing is, when I'm making an MMORPG review, those of you that have been with the channel for about two and a half years now, for all my 10 reasons videos, I record almost as much as I can from like level 1 to level, whatever the level cap is. And usually that final folder will be about 80 to 90 gigs. So you can imagine I struggle with storage space almost on a daily basis. So I had to go back and watch a lot of the cutscenes from my review of Final Fantasy XIV 2 years ago to like put myself in. I need it's a quick catch up to the story. So it's a good thing that I do record as much footage from stories and cutscenes when I review MMOs. That's important stuff. The alternative is to watch those on YouTube, but it's better when it's your own content. Alright, let's catch up in chat some more. Jared says, oh man, loving the origin, adding other story arcs. Shiva was the first. Vesa says, makes me want to replay the story again. Go ahead, what's stopping you? You guys have all done this so many times, right? And Shadowbringers is like a month or so away, so you guys have the time. I don't. I need to just plow straight ahead. Jared is super exciting. Whoa, your pet speaks and plays part in the story arc. Yeah, he does. He joins you after, spoiler alert, you beat him in one of those dungeons. As for Light21 says, the story of Heavensward is amazing. There are so many arcs inside. Mikey says, yeah, they were changed. Light21 says, Alfino got a voice change. I like to imagine his puberty kicked in. That's a good one. That's funny. Jared says, good morning, Jared. And Ruglador, hello. Or Rug, as I call him. That looks like a cool place to chill at. This entire zone, you know what the funny thing is, we're kind of dealing with dragons and everything in this zone. But it's all ice and stuff, so I do like the contrast, ice and fire, kind of like that. Okay, what are we taking? Since these are 52 gear, yep, that is a definite increase. This is in fact the first time that I am getting a proper increase in gear. Oh, that's for the completion. I haven't done it yet. Okay, Dravania. Do I want to go to Dravania? Do I want to finish up everything? I think I've got everything that I needed here. Maybe just a couple of ether on the landscape, and of course that dungeon itself, which I will come back and do at a later date. I want to move the story along, so let's go to Dravania. Let's see that together. I have no idea what that looks like. The home of the dragons. You are Halfwin, yes? Pray, address me as Yasali. I'm going with Yasal, if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus. Never did I think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way to Dravania then? Yes. The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. So I have to go down foot. Alright, let's go. Onward! And hopefully that zone has as good a background music as this one has. So we've seen a icy zone with the Korthus area. We had that the sky cloud place, which I've been playing in, that I probably not gonna visit tonight, but that's pretty interesting because that's in the air, and the terrain there is
beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Looks like an interesting place. Full of mangrove trees, if I saw that right. Yeah, those. Oh, I call them. Those definitely mangroves in some form. Yeah, the color palette has changed. The tone of the zone has changed. And yeah, I forgot to mention, but every time I got to a new zone, there's that one dude with the super epic voice kind of narrating what's happening from a third-person view, and I did like that. That was my introduction into Heavensward when I came to the zone for the first time. There was this cool cinematic. I was walking up to the Ishgardian front gate, and that narrative of here comes the Warrior of Light and this and that. I did like that. It seems like the direction of how they wanted to sort of narratively package this expansion was consciously done in a different way than A Realm Reborn. So they really wanted to make this expansion kind of stand out from what players have done before in A Realm Reborn in terms of the storytelling, because you have that one narrator dude who's telling the story from a third-person point of view, which I found to be pretty interesting. Don't know if that will continue to Stormblood or not, and I don't want to find out, of course, because spoilers. So yeah, I wish they would keep that up. I like that. If every expansion offered something different like that, a different theme, sort of, just to keep players on their toes. I like that. Alright, Ysal, tell me about this place. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som Al, is that an L or an I? Whatever, will take us to the far west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead, and see that we are properly provisioned? There's a village here? But I thought these lands the sole domain of Dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in such a dangerous place? The wild chocobos. Wait, when she talked about the village, the chocobos have a village? Okay. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make up their living in capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marsh Champ, is an acquaintance of mine. Okay. Let's go meet your friend then. But first, let me take the ether. Yeah, there's wild chocobos in here, and they're level 52. And yeah, they have aggro, so these will attack you in range, which is odd for a chocobo to be attacking me. Let's see how many ether currents do we need for this zone. I think they all have the same amount. Just looking at the icons here, they all have the same amount. And there's 2 pages of this, so I'm guessing these are all for Heavensward, and these are all for Stormblood. I could be wrong, so let me know if I'm right or wrong there. There it is, Chocobo Keep. Let's go. Alright, checking in chat a little bit. Rug says things tend to be better if you are the one who made it. I totally agree. I mean, it's... Hang on, the music just stopped me for a bit. Let's see if it builds up to a nice riff. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, especially if you can share that, you know, with other people, then yeah, it's kind of why I love making videos. Brooke says, this does not look like a place to drive a car this fancy. Tell that to that guy too. He just rode past me in the same car. Mike says, don't worry, all zones have amazing music in Heavensward. That's great to know. And I'm sure the soundtrack is on Spotify somewhere where I can just listen to it on and off. Rug says they came, they saw, they conquered. And Light says, weird weather at the moment, something like a sandstorm. Oh, is that what it is? I know, you know, Final Fantasy XIV, like most other like MMORPGs that value their, you know, in their game, they will have some sort of a organic day and night cycle in game, of course, which, you know, makes the leveling experience better, so you're not always looking at the same weather mechanics and biomes and different lights. And so I've seen day and night cycle here. I just didn't know about dust storms and weather. But that's cool, I like that. If it is in fact just a temporary thing. Light says, I've never seen that weather in this zone. Cool. That's good to know. I would love to see... Oop, what was that? Richard Ervik has just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Richard. If you're watching this stream, thank you for the support. Welcome to the stream. Or if you're subscribed from one of the other videos out there, if you do watch this, thank you. I appreciate the support. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I would love to see MMOs that have dynamic weather where thunderstorms can come in and fog comes in, and that really messes up with landscape content. Because I play a lot of Division 2, Tom Clancy's Division 2, and I think I've said this last week's stream. It's one of my favorite games this year. I had so much fun in that. And, you know, when you're out just playing around on the streets or whatever, and dynamic weather kicks in, a storm, a thunderstorm, followed by fog, and you can't see crap, and you're shooting at, you know... You think you're shooting at someone and they're missing too, and it's really fun when you have that sort of dynamic weather in game. For an MMORPG, I think it could work. It would really give a lot of flavor to the questing, especially on landscape content. But this is Marsh Champ. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, and if it ain't the lovely Yasal. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Marchamp, that it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Som Al. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of the journey? Of course, I'm sure there's gonna... He said of course. Wow, look at that. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving to the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous. Forgive me, sir, but I am not sure I understand. Did the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Yasal not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering column trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. Oh, clever. So that's why people had set up shop here. Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, local wildlife can stay hidden beneath the leaves. Nice. Oh, that sounded like a tell somewhere in-game. You're welcome. Now I know it won't stop you sell here, but dragons ain't the only things you need to keep an eye for, especially if you're set and heading west. Yes, good. Give me my gear. There we go. Pugilists, monks, and samurais can use this. Strength 47, vitality, direct hit rate, critical hit rate. And of course, I've got 2 materia slots, and I know what materia is. They're like essence slots or essence things that you can slot in to give you bonus passive stats, you know, additional direct hit rate or whatever. I've got a couple of those stones. I just don't know how to slot it in. So, yes, you know what I'm asking for the solution for that. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Sweet, let's go ahead and equip that. That's my first gear upgrade in a very long time since I started the samurai. I think I said this already. Let's equip that on. Let's try it out first to see how it looks like. I don't have pants, unfortunately, so that was a weird zoom location. It's alright. I don't like the colors, but I don't have a choice. Let's go ahead and put it on. Oh yeah, I've got no choice but to wear that until I get back into town and put on my gleam prism thing. So I'm gonna have to stick with that for a while, and of course update my gear staff with the samurai. All right, let's check it in chat before I move the story along here. Light says I've never seen that. I read that already. Vesa says correct. Light says yeah, page 2 is for Stormblood Currents. Okay, awesome. And Vesa says what's your favorite primal so far? My favorite primal. I forgot the name of... Well, it's the bird one, I think. The bird lady. What's her name? I just doing this a couple of days ago for... No, not... last week for the... I think Garuda. I'll have to say Garuda. Or Gamu... Wait, is it Garuda? Yeah, that one. The bird lady. Because I've done that the most. Trishan says you can hover your mouse on the icon to right see your map to see the weather. Really? That's a first. Alright! Oops. Naptural77 just subscribed. Thank you, Naptural. If you're watching the stream, howdy. Thank you for the support. Welcome to the channel. There it is. It's on the mini-map. Right there. Dust storms. Nice. Awesome. Now, I would like to see different mechanics happening with different weather. So during dust storms, a different type of mob comes out, maybe. I mean, that could be cool. But I'm just, I'm talking out my ass here. Thanks, Trishan, for the tip. And Light says, plus there are special places called vistas, which look like a little ball of light. There's a sightseeing log that gives you XP when you visit one of those places at the correct time and weather. Well, that's something similar to what I just suggested, right? When the weather changes, you have different mechanics in the map. That could be fun. Yeah, that sounds good. Mikey says there's a lot of weather in Final Fantasy XIV, and it also changes what fish you catch and things like that. Also means some bosses have spawned. Never mind, that thing does exist. Whatever I just said, it does exist. So thanks for confirming that. That sounds cool. Or that is cool. Basin says certain type of weather spawn unique fate as well. Nice. Light says, and you get a little bit more of lore regarding the place as well. Like Odin, that Black Horseman in Black Shroud. I think he only spawns during tension weather. That's new to me. I'm hearing all that for the first time. So, yeah, really cool. Thanks guys for the info. Garuda, yes, Vesna, Garuda, that's the one. I was going to say Gamuda, and then I realized Gamuda, it's Garuda or Gamuda, and then I just remembered Gamuda is a company, a local company, or an Indonesian company that, I'm not going to bring that up. Yeah, Gamuda is a company down here. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys, for hanging out in chat. I do appreciate all of you, of course, and those of you watching silently, not typing in chat, that's cool. I appreciate you too. Thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and pick up the next part. Hang on, let me see what this is. Some bad news. Ether quest. Yeah, why not? Let's do as much of that as we can. I see you've been making the rounds, getting to know the hunters in this part. Well, how'd you like to help a real hunter? I'm overseeing 3 camps set up to the east, but the lazy sods ain't sent me a report in over a fortnight, so I guess something's happened to them. Talk to leaders of each camp, and come back to me. Sure, no problem. I just remembered I got to tell earlier. Alright, that's settled. Let's now pick up the next part of the quest, and this could be handy as well. For if I do plan to get one other job, that is, I can keep that, and of course I can check out the cosmetics and see if they look any better on my character or not. Yeah, my only issue with the fitting room so far is I can't scroll up. Like when you want to see the top half of the shirt or whatever for the design, I can't scroll up. This is as good as it gets. So they're all the same designs basically, just in different color. Okay. Okay, some local wildlife are getting aggressive because of the dragons. They've taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, they'll come here a lot. Okay. I've got my objectives. Let's talk to you, Sal, see what you have to say. It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here in Dravania? Aye, 'twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I'd fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its bows. That was when I chanced upon... Oh man, I just heard this being pronounced earlier. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm. Yeah, I think her origin story will be pretty cool too, in terms of how she got involved with the dragons first and foremost, and then how she got into all this stuff where she... And you know, this is pretty cool because just like maybe 30 or so quests ago, I was fighting her, and she summoned Shiva down, by the way, if you guys watched a couple of streams ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, so... I love Final Fantasy's character development arcs where people can just make a 180 and we become allies and stuff, and it's interesting. I don't know, maybe there's going to be a backstabbing angle, but they did that already, so that could be too soon, of course, because of the whole monetary stuff in Ul'dah, so we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so I guess we're sneaking into Som Isle, from what I gather here. Let us follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. Whatever that is. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads into Som Isle. Fair enough. Oh boy. Now I feel like, you know, whenever you play an MMO for the first time as a new player, when you get to like level 20 or something, and you look around the level 20 zones and you see all the new players wearing whatever gear they got, that's actually one of my favorite things about MMORPGs. Just going back to earlier zones and looking at new players and, you know, what they wear, because when you were in their shoes, they were doing the same thing. Everybody had the cosmetics on of what their early gear was, because that's all you got. You didn't have money to buy cool cosmetics, or maybe you hadn't earned deeds and achievements yet, so different colors, pink hair, black shirt, whatever, brown pants, green shoes. I like that about MMOs, seeing that early curve. And then once, of course, you start getting to later levels, and once you got more money, you can, of course, deck yourself out in all the cool endgame looking stuff. But the early levels will always have a soft spot in my heart. In all the games that I played, I got my first World of Warcraft title at level 110. I got my first World of Warcraft transmog, a full set, at 115. So it took me a long time. Same with the Lord of the Rings and all the other MMOs I played. It just took me a long time to get to a point where I could actually wear good stuff. With Final Fantasy XIV, I just pre-ordered something and I got the... No, I resubbed again after 6 months. No, I resubbed for 6 months and I got the Cloud outfit, I think, or whatever it was. That's my first proper cosmetic that I have in this game. I don't have any other cool-looking armor. Right, so where are we going? These two are just side quests that I don't want to pick up, and I think I'm pretty good in XP because I'm level 56, and this is looking like a level 52 zone, so I'm not in any rush whatsoever. So let's see what we do. Some bad news is the hunters over here. Let's go do that real quick. And let's keep checking in chat. We got Merc in chat says friggin' thick. Lord Midichlorian says hello. Hello, Lord Midichlorian. How you doing, man? Good to see you. How you been? We have hang on. Oh man. Sorry if I get the name wrong. Otakurius. It says right click in the preview window, then you can move the camera in there. This is why I love talking to people in chat and asking questions and stating out my issues and problems, because you guys always know what to do. Ah, Otakurius, you the man. Or woman. Thank you. Yes. Now I don't have to zoom in all the way to the crotch again. Because earlier on, it was right here, and all I could go was there. So I needed to see like what the top half looked like, and yeah, that's way better. Thank you. Now, does anybody have a solution for making the window bigger, like so I can get a bigger preview screen? Because this is pretty small. All right, that's pushing it. That's pushing it. I'm sure this is as good as get. But thank you, Otakurius. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Tira says you can scroll up using the right click. Oh yeah, thank you guys. Mikey says you can scroll on the fitting room, but I play with a controller, so I'm not sure how do you do it with a keyboard. That's the benefit of you playing with a controller, because you know with those two joysticks you can just you know, zooming in and stuff like that's really easy. Scrolling's really easy. Light21 says, remember a theme in your fight? The lyrics in that song is basically part of a story. Yeah, I didn't know that. So that's pretty cool. And Mike says, oh man, just wait until the Stormblood story. You will go crazy. Can't wait. When I was doing the patch 2.1 and 55, you guys were like, wait till you get to Heavensward. You're gonna love the story. And now you guys are saying, wait till Stormblood. You guys are gonna love the story. I'm sure I will. Things are going well enough. Been running into a bit of trouble with those giant bugs in these woods, though. Okay, I expected some sort of a kill quest for those bugs, but see, that's where, you know, I'm not sure what to expect with Final Fantasy from here moving out, because in the past, or you know, most MMOs I play, you get to this guy and he's like, yeah, I'm not sure what to expect with those bugs, so can you please go kill like 5 of them or whatever. In Final Fantasy XIV, it could be two things. It could be one, you're gonna have to come back here later on, which will be annoying if that's the case, instead of just giving it to me outright, but or they could have just done away with all these mundane stuff, which, to be fair, they have reduced. Or actually, I've not been picking up side quests because I just told you that I was saving a lot of that for my any other jobs that I plan to level down the line. So either way, I like that I can just follow a main narrative, jump into dungeons and trials whenever I want to, do some of the other side content, and not have to worry about the sort of mundane stuff that I had to deal with in the Heavensward prerequisites, I suppose. Lord Meteor says the car looks silly. What? You don't like my Batmobile? I know it's not a Batmobile. This is, oh, look. Holy shit, that's the Regalia flying. Ah, oh, goddamn. Is he gone? Yeah, it's gone. But that's what this car would look like flying. You know, the bottom half opens up into, well, if you've played Final Fantasy 15, which I have not, then you guys would have seen that in action, I suppose. But yeah, this is Prince Noctis's vehicle in that game, which is why it's here, and I like it because it's cool. I mean, what other MMO lets you drive a car around? I don't know too many. I know some of the superhero ones, they do. Secret World lets you ride around in Harley Davidsons and other choppers, which is cool. but not really a car, so I kind of like that. And it's a 4-seater mount that you can put 4 players, three of your friends in that car, go around, pick up quests, do duties and whatever, so that's pretty cool. Alright, checking in chat some more. Light21 says she was singing about how she was alone dying in the snow and she was on the brink of death. You just made that sound so sad. Midchlorian says Final Fantasy 40 is growing on me as I try to level to 35 and then I see if I bite and subscribe or not. So how's that going so far? I remember you saying that like maybe a couple of weeks ago. So has your mind changed a little bit? What have you been doing? Main story quests, I assume. Alright, let's see what Guanare. I'm gonna go with that. Nothing out of the ordinary here. There's just one bird that won't shut up. Haven't been able to catch a wink for all its bloody screeching. That's funny you should mention bird and screeching. I have one friend. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got a friend from Lord of the Rings Online and Guild Wars 2. You know, sometimes when I talk to her on Discord, she's always got a bird that's screeching in the background, which is really funny. So, that just brought back those memories. Otakurious says everything good with the name and no worries. Awesome, thank you. Thanks for dropping by the stream and pointing that out. I really appreciate that. Vesta says the Final Fantasy community is good, and most of it. Vesta added. That's a good save. I mean, most MMO communities, and this is where I could get some flag, but hear me out. I think most MMO communities, you know, if you don't go out looking for it, then you won't find it. And I'm talking about the toxic side of the community. And like for me, myself, you know, way back in the day, well, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was all about PvP in the games that I play. And, you know, toxic in the community was just something that I dealt with every day because I was part of a PvP community that sort of encouraged, you know, things like that. And then once I, you know, had less time to play and, you know, took on more jobs, and when you become a casual is what I'm saying, like what I am these days, you're only dealing with a lot of the PvE side crowd, and, you know, community is usually generally better. They're better. So, where did my chocobo go? Probably expired. But yeah, so far in my experience with the players on the Japanese data center, everyone's been, you know, they've been alright. I haven't had any issues. Ooh, here we go. Marching Cultivator. They look pretty interesting. Is that a new... Hang on, let me get out of that. Is this a new... I can't recall if I've seen these guys or not. Probably not. Trying to figure out what's on their heads. Oop, what was that? Jason Cody has just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Jason. If you're watching this stream, hello, and thanks for the support. Welcome to the channel. It looks interesting. Like, what are these bug people? Let me get a closer look here. It just looks like something out of Star Wars, and it's great because I've spent the last, well, today actually after launch, I'm like, I'm gonna catch up on everything that I've missed over the last 2 weeks because I've been so busy with ESO, Neverwinter, and Air, and all the other games. I finally got to watch the entirety of the Star Wars Celebration stream, so it was good. So I've got Star Wars on my mind. Really excited for things like The Mandalorian, even though I know Disney Plus is not gonna come to my country anytime soon. Hang on, how do I get up there? Did I miss something? Let's see if I can get up. Yeah, it looks like I can. Let's try here. Yeah, right, I see a tent over there. Otakura says, oh, up where in the name, the Windows display, you can right-click and then scale. Oh, man, Otakurious. You are the MVP, man. Let's do this. Let's learn. Where the name is in the window. Right-click and then scale. Oh, snap. Oh, man. MVP, Otakurious MVP. Thank you very much. Yeah, alright, that's way better. Because my monitor is big, and when you have to look at that tiny window, you're like, I can't see shit. So, this is great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, Lord Midcurrent says, I mean, looks silly on movement. Oh, that part maybe. I mean, because I suppose because you can't see the tires in action, so it looks a little odd. But when you do look at it fully with the tires and everything rolling, then it does look better. But from the top, it just looked like one of those toy cars, right? I can see a point there. Let's talk to Aimabert. Had ourselves a bit of an incident the other day. Some fiend came stomping out of the tree lines and gobbled up one of our fresh-caught birds. Wasn't a damn thing we could do about it. Okay, so from the last 2 people that I spoke to, birds seem to be a problem, which is a good problem to have. Probably some giant monster chocobo or something. Anyway, let's go turn that in, and I can port, of course, which is great. Okay, scrolling down, Mikey says there's another way to make the winner bigger. Forgot the button. There's a way to increase it to like 10-50%. Yes, I just got that. So thank you, everybody. Lord Midgar says it should look even sillier, rattling all over the place with the bumps. Trishan says control home while having the fitting room open is to increase the size of it. Nice. Okay, so at least there's some hotkeys there too in the event that I don't want to right click on it. Vaishna says wait till Shadowbringers. Lord Midgar says I am still less impressed with the story. Oh, it builds. I'm assuming you did not watch the last week's stream, the 5-hour stream toward the end, which I don't recommend you do because there's lots of spoilers. But if you did watch it, then you know what to expect. It really builds, and you know you may hear people say that the vanilla story takes a while to build up to. That's absolutely true. I felt the same. There's no hiding that. It takes a while to get going, but it's trying to establish a lot of things. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, the Asians, the Garleans, and there's a lot of moving pieces with Final Fantasy XIV story that as a new player, the first 30, 40, 50 levels won't make sense. Maybe, well, not the 50s. Maybe the first 30 levels won't make sense because you're doing a lot of things in between. But when once you get to the post main story in Realm Reborn, everything starts coming together slowly, albeit, but it comes together in the end. So, is it worth sticking with? Yeah, if you have the time, absolutely, because it's a time commitment to get to, you know, how I got here. It didn't take me days, it took me weeks, a month even, to finish that entire patch. Like to wants just wait till we go to the moon in 6.0. Oh, spoiler alert, or 8.0. What do you mean go to the moon? What is this going to the moon thing? I am not familiar with that part of the story, so that sounds interesting about going to the moon. All right, let's go ahead and turn this in. At any rate, it'd be best to prepare a round of the birds from each camp. Thanks again for your help. Okay, now I'm gonna go lend him a hand. Okay. So that's my first ether current for this zone, Dravania. And now, in all the other camps, I have side quests unlocked. Again, excellent. Which, like I said, you know, for those just joining the stream, I am saving that for much later on. Now, however, I need to go in here. Worse than dragons. So let's just go exploring on the landscape and let's figure out how to get there. I just saw that lady just fly down from somewhere. I'm gonna go straight up through this this thing here. Let's check in the chat some more. Lord Midclorn says, and try it with sausages. Xena says, Bush Batmobile. And Vesa says, Regalia uses a V12 engine, 300 something horsepower supercharged. Are those real specs? For a V12 engine that's underpowered, they should have partnered with Ferrari. Lord Midichlorian says, main story from a new city since my original account got disabled. Oh, look at that. I could actually do that. Well, I'm not on the right path, so I may as well go and land and look at what that lion... I assume that's a lion in the distance, because it has a mane and everything. No, it's a Bandersnatch. Alright, okay. I just caught up to what you were saying there. Your original account got disabled, so thanks to the Twitch Prime, was it? That gives you a free month in Final Fantasy XIV. Jared says, gotta love the new top. Shows off these Warrior of Light's legs, which is not intentional. I'm only using gear that I've picked up along the way. So until I get back into town, onto my own house, or rent an inn in one of those keeps, then I can change my cosmetics back to what it was again. But right now, I'm just gonna have to use whatever I've got. I can't shake off this feeling like I'm fighting something out of Star Wars here. Not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, onwards we go. I guess we'll be having checkpoints like that where we gotta fight all these thingies. Oh, look at that. That looks freaking creepy. Oh no, it's one of those ant things. Amelia. Back to chat. Vaishna says, depends on what crowd you hang out with. Most of the time it is hardcore raiders, but it's whatever. Oh, we're going back to the toxic thing. Yeah. We got WoW in chat. Says, hey, WoW says, your position towards Guild Wars 2, does it still deserve time when classics like Shadowbringers about to come? Hang on, let me see if I understood that correctly. Your position towards Guild Wars 2, does it still deserve time when classics and Shadowbringers are about to come? Every game that I play, I cover because I like the game. You know, whether or not it deserves time, that's down to interpretation, really. And for me, having been invested in Guild Wars 2's Living World story, ever since I got to a point, you know, to that point, for me, it's always been, yeah, I need to see closure. I need to see the end of the Living World Episode 6. It'll be crazy of me and stupid of me not to finish what I started. So, yeah, I will be covering Episode 6 when it comes out. And I'll make a review for that, too. And so, all the other games that I play, I'll jump into, you know, WoW's Classic when it comes out. I'll make a video for that. I'll jump into all the games that I play and make videos for that. So my position towards MMOs in general hasn't changed. Unless, of course, it's something that I've not played before. Like, for example, I had to A and B between Lost Ark Online in Korea and Ascent Infinite Realm, for example. Between those two games that I've not played before, which one do I want to cover first? And that comes into consideration. Like, I gotta, you know, deliberate myself. The timeliness, what's coming out sooner in the West, or which one has a lot more traction at the moment. That's where I gotta think like a YouTuber or like an MMO content creator would think. But for the games that I play, I just want to play and make content and share my thoughts about the content that's current. So that's my position on that question. Vaishna says Japanese people are a lot different than North America. Excuse me. Too much talking, no water. North America in terms of how they socialize with people. I do agree with that. There's a cultural difference there. Lord Milkrorin says maybe it's a cave, and Otaku says it took me a long time to figure that one out, so I'm glad to help. Thanks again. And Lord Milkrorin says, and below one of the buttons, the fourth allows you to see along everything that you're currently wearing. Yeah, you guys can tell that I don't spend too much time in the dressing room, or else I would know this stuff. So, hey. Jared says, playing with Japanese would be a new experience. Germans and Russians from Age of Conan, great bunch. Koreans and Chinese from WoW, definitely different experiences. Yeah, well, there's this one game that I used to play where, well, there are some MMOs like this where there's only one server. So everybody from around the world, don't care where you're from, you got to play in that one server. So you do get a different hotpot of, you know, cultures and things. And then it became like a time zone thing. So between, like for me now, oops, the mic here, between 9 p.m. my time to 12 p.m. my time, it's mostly the Southeast Asians and the Australians and all the Oceanic players. So we get the spotlight. And then tomorrow morning, all the Americans will come out to play, and they'll have their moment. And then in between those period, all the EU folks will come out, and all the other folks in between will come out. So when you have to share the server time zone like that, it could be pretty fun. So in the event that one night you decide to stay up late or whatever, you can catch the other crowd. But for me, to be able to play effectively these days, especially if you want to make content and try not to get into lag issues and ping issues, it's almost like you're begging or you're praying that MMO developers would offer different server locations just to smoothen out the experience. But the con there is there going to be a return in investment. So if, you know, I've seen people like, why didn't this game launch with an Oceanic server for Australians? They have to A and B it, you know, where's our market? If 90% of our players are in North America and we're going to spend, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 100,000 bucks to, you know, put up a new server just for the Australians to play, they're not going to make any of that money back. So sometimes looking at it from a developer's point of view kind of sucks, but hey. How did I even get to that topic? Man, I talk so much. This stream must be boring as hell to watch. I do apologize. Let's go ahead and move this along, and I'll keep checking in chat, see what's up. Lights, it's better to have problem with birds than giant fire-breathing dragons. Alright, Alfino says, shall we meet with Marchamp again? Remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us, I doubt would be standing here. Amid the ruins that I definitely tentatively describe as Ishgardian, style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. That's a funny looking dragon. Alright! What was that? Ethan has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Ethan. If you're watching the stream, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Appreciate the support. You claim this is evidence of our harmonious past? I always thought that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanians. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to these false teachings of your beloved Holy See. That's the guy, the long-bearded dude that is like the king, not the king. Or sort of like the power player, the prime minister, if you will, of Ishgard. Okay, choices. Our goals are the same. Set aside your differences for now. The truth of the past will be revealed and grunt. You guys want to help me decide? Now, since there's a delay in chat, it's going to take me like a minute before you guys catch up to where I'm at. I'm going to go with set aside your differences for now, even though I really want to pick grunt. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and his guardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Well said, Master Alfino. Trust in Halflin's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let it be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Halflin's visions confirm truth? Very well. But bait me not. Says everybody who watches YouTube videos. Bait me not. Our meeting with that dragon will likely provide... I think I changed my settings or whatever, but the dialogue's going pretty fast. But I'm a quick reader, so that's good. I'm gonna pick White Mage, because I do have a White Mage. Awesome. Okay. Oh, looky. It's the same two. Again, my sister and a friend. Seska and Thisia. Hello, you two. I'm gonna continue talking to the story. Actually, let me check in chat real quick. So I think I'm quite far behind. Let me just catch up to where you guys are, right? Midcorn says, no, I missed past week's stream. I watched a fragment later, but it was too long to catch up fully. God damn it, what? Okay, hang on. Yeah, so Midcorn, if you haven't watched it, don't watch it, especially the last 2 hours, because there's a lot of spoilers in there. And if you do, in the end, catch up to that part in the story, you do not want to know what happens, because it's quite significant, actually. Okay, Light21 says, what level are you currently? I am 56 at the moment. Yes, I'm 56. And Mikey says, I wouldn't save either current until later. Believe me, flying makes life so much easier. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe after the stream, I'll just go back and try and do as much of that as I can. Jared says, Final Fantasy 14. Actually, hang on. Let me just ask my my pals here what's going on, in case they know what's coming ahead and if I have to prepare for some sort of dungeon or anything. Jared says, Final Fantasy XIV introduced time travel from an epic event of a meteorite impacting the world, which, plot twist, was the vehicle of time travel. Nice. And, cool. Light21 says, the thing about the moon is a bit of a meme. Creators of the game are joking to get us to the moon eventually. Hey, you never know. Geez, the fighting mechanics and movements look so good for samurai. Yeah, kind of why I was attracted to it. I kind of like it. We got Graspy in chat. Says, what's up, Graspy? Good to see you. How you been? Light says, in one of the interviews, they said that they have no plans of adding a new form of travel, like flying or swimming, unless we get to the moon, and then we'll need gravity zero. Okay, I see what that little joke is about. Vesa says, the true endgame is glam. I like that because that's very similar to Guild Wars 2. The true endgame there is Fashion Wars. It's not Guild Wars. And, oh, hang on. Weird Afters in chat. Hello, Weird Afters. This is, where are you from? I'm from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, which is, well, it's in the world. It's in the world somewhere. Jared says, grunt. Lord Real Current says, oh, finally choices for what your character says. Finally option to add some character to the Word Light. Yeah, I do like that. You know, being able to make decisions. Now, this we can get into this entire argument about MMO. Your protagonist character, your main character, should be given like choices that matter, and all MMOs can ever do is give you the illusion that your choice matters. Honestly, it doesn't. But still, I'd rather have the illusion of choice rather than not have it. So. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and carry on with the chat here. I think I'm all caught up. Next up is the Shrine Towers. Isala wishes to survey the approach into the distant towers. Do I get Samurai? Yes, I do. And does it give me proper leggings? Why does it get rid of my shirt? Display gear. There we go. Alright, at least now it makes sense. Now it looks better. Although it does make me look kind of like a circus performer of some sort, especially with the colored. Yeah, I need to get into this endgame base now. I need to get into the glam endgame. I need to look good. Spy you, 3 great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Annex Shrine. The place serves as a roost for that dragon's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Som Isle, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Or, of course... What? Okay, let us survey the approach of towers and see. Oh, damn it. This thing obviously doesn't want me to pick up that quest. I'm gonna have to pick up the quest again, right? Because I got attacked there. Yeah. Well, at least I can skip all this. Alright, so my sister says in chat, need to go somewhere, we'll check, but I have a trial ahead after a few quests. Trial. Alright, so next up, I'm gonna have to go speak with, oh. That's a long way. Maybe I should go to the Annex Shrine and sort of, attune myself there first. Or no, maybe I'll just go talk to Yasal and get it over with. And then, I guess, yeah, we have a trial coming up. So, this is more of a question for... Hang on, I see chat moving, let's get... Jared says, cannot be upset when you're in the lands where dragons find home. Dragon fruit would be awesome to eat while watching and playing. Jared says, Final Fantasy IV. Basically says, there's a fashion minigame in the Gold Saucer, which actually helped me get this car. Because I was doing some research about how to make a ton of MGP, and one of them was to get 100 points in the fashion report. That's what it's called. This is a weekly fashion contest in the Manderville Gold Saucer, which is the Las Vegas of Final Fantasy XIV. And maybe we'll go visit there after this, so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. And every week there's a fashion judging contest, and if you score 100 points, you could win up to like 60,000 MGP or whatever. And that was the final stretch that I needed to buy this car, which costs 200 MGP, so... Yeah, I owe a lot to the fashion contest. Now, the problem was, as a sort of a returning new-ish kind of player, I didn't have a lot of the thematic costumes or outfits or gear pieces required to get the 100 points. So I kind of spent a lot of money in the auction house, or the market boards, as it's called here, just buying that kind of stuff. But it was worth it. Just as I feared, the road ahead is teeming with Narth soldiers. Mark Champ did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to Narth's muskets. Are you kidding me? That little Star Wars looking things are a threat to dragons. Shit. There's no way to save them. One for us should be the beastmen about battle. Okay. Onward we go. The adventure continues. Let's go. Oh, I see the purple thingy-majingy there. We have another battle ahead. We're just getting ambushed by all these little naff things along the way. New beastmen stuff. And done. Do I hear bells? I thought I heard bells in the distance. Hang on, are these part of the... Yeah. Okay, so it's a continuation. I gotta keep killing this stuff on my way up. Well, I guess we needed that. We needed some combat sequences in between all these dialogue that we're getting. Nope, that was it. That was it. And another ether. Graspy says most MMOs leveling gear makes us look like hobos. I think that's the best way to describe that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, do you guys have screenshots of your first MMO character at the lower levels? Because I do. I had a lot of, like, my first MMO was Lord of the Rings Online. I first started playing, late 2009. So I have screenshots from, my characters running around in the early years, looking absolute trash. And, yeah, it was good times. Wouldn't it be cool if you guys kept that sort of memory? What your first starter gear looks like. Maybe I should do that. A video of taking a look at all the starter gear that you get from all the MMOs out there after you leave the tutorial. Then we'll kind of like make a montage or a collage of all these starter gear. And we'll judge which MMO gives you the best looking starter gear. Oh, that would be difficult because there's so many classes. And each class will have a different style, so that's gonna be a nightmare. Alright, anyway, back to the chat. Light says, from what I remember, the Bard at level 56 gear gives you a whole floor outfit with a jester hat. That's something I won't wear. A fool! Okay, a fool's outfit. Yeah, definitely not wearing that. Otakura says, Stormblood and later Heavensward has really good looking leveling gear. There was one that I picked up that I really love, and this is more of the regal type player in me, and I believe, oh gosh, I pray I have it. I pray I have it. Yeah, this type of armor is, the design at least, is something that I personally love. Now, if you go and look at, if you go to my channel and look at some of my Lord of the Rings videos and look at the gear that my captain has on, my main character, it's designed in the same way, the colors the same way, and I'm attracted to armor that looks as regal as this. So this is what I would personally wear, or what I'll glam, I suppose, because I just love looking like that. In fact, it reminds me of King Theoden from Lord of the Rings. Is his armor. All it's missing is the horse motifs of the Rohirrim. And that's why that's sitting in my armory chests for when I get to glam that. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. It was to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed to the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight. Only finish it. I like how all that's in... I wonder what that means. I just hope she doesn't betray us. Because she's been good so far. I kind of like her story arc, as I said about an hour back. Oop, cutscene? Yep, here we go.
Vidofnir!
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight.
Wasn't expecting that sort of voice for a dragon.
Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
Great. Well done, Estinian.
You
Wait.
forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Trial.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? "'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught."
Clearly doesn't know who stands before him. The amount of primals I've taken now.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Okay. So, hang on. Let's go ahead and pick up the samurai pants real quick. Yep, that's the one. I'm getting a lot of phone alerts for Game of Thrones for some reason. Okay, let's see. Let's check it in chat. Where are we? Trishan says, little things are dangerous. Remember Ewoks from Star Wars? Hey, Ewoks... Well, Ewoks are dangerous in numbers. So, yeah. Meaning Kareem says, kill the Ewoks! Caps lock. Yeah, I do have a bot spam protection thing in chat, so caps lock isn't... Is caps lock allowed? I don't know. Maybe. Graspy says, I use my WoW screenshots as my PC background. That's a great idea, man. Looking at some of the older shots from 14 years back are pretty crazy. I'd imagine so. Yeah, that's a good idea. Otakiro says, ooh, use that kind of armor. It looks really good. Yeah, I know. This is kind of why I'm saving it. Like, most of the MMOs that I play, if I can get a chance to wear, like, that sort of armor, I love it. I've got a motto. You look good, you play good. And Lord Midgard says, the good side of having to start a new account is this time I've not forgotten to keep starting gear for when I pick a new professions, which is also a really good point. In my characters with the original second class meant starting naked. And Jared says, I keep my first contract printed off when I start playing an MMO. I keep them in frames with little notebooks with tips and strategy on. That's pretty old school, man. That's cool. I've got Kyle in this. Says, what's up? What's up, Kyle? Graphic says the WoW devs said once that they tried something different with the base color templates in the Burning Crusade, but it didn't really work out. But that's why most BC gear looks like banana and clown suits. Awesome. Okay. Let me just scroll a little bit more. Otakuri says, oh, you can be excited for the Hrasvulgur. Hope I'm saying that right. He has one of the best models in Heavensward, in my opinion. Awesome, awesome. Okay, and with that, you guys are discussing about the Lancer mechanics, eh? Okay. And with that, I will continue. Let's hope this takes us to the trial real soon. What time is it? It's 11:52. It's almost midnight here. Let's... Oh, hang on. Before I forget, yeah, I definitely want to put that on. Welds has just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Welds. If you're watching the stream, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the support. Or if you're from one of my other videos, and if you watch this in the end, thank you. Let's equip that, and let's update the gear. Sounds like Scottish music in the background, right? I see plenty of other dragons here. Sen Waito. Alright, let's go. So, the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Aesad? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. Ooh, snap. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further my own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. So, you know, in the end, she's got good intentions, I'll give her that. But what a fool am I to speak peace with you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Hey, hey. Enough, enough. I say, if the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we're thinking of confronting it, we must find first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith? Yeah, I have no idea what this primal is, so... let's return to Tailfeather and consult with Marchamp. Okay, cool. So I guess we're returning back there. Oh, hang on. In-game chat. Attune, please. Okay, we'll do. Getting good advice. So there should be a... Yeah, it's up there. Guessing I'm gonna be coming back here for some reason. Jared says Lancer's not a shield class. Nope, two-handed. Yeah, it's a two-handed class, and the flanking mechanics are pretty fun. What do we got? George just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, George. If you're watching the stream, welcome to the stream, and appreciate the support. Okay, back we go. There's a portal right there, which is nice. Usually, if I remember right, Chocobo porters have like a quest above their head to signify that you need to talk to them to unlock them first, and then you can take a ride back or whatever. But this one doesn't. I guess it's already unlocked. Oh no, I do need to do that. Huh? What? The stone bears a striking resemblance to Chocobo. The stone appears to be a very large horn. Perhaps if you were to blow it... Oh, that's right. I see. Yeah, because usually there's an NPC there that will, you know, attend to you and whatnot. Well, at least now we get to look at the zone in earnest. That dust storm is now gone. The weather now is clear skies. Oh, what on earth? Seska, that is a really nice mount. It's a flying chocobo. that looks pretty cool. Alright. Back we go. Like 21 says, the next primal says full anime mode fight incoming. Whatever does that mean? What do you mean by full anime fight mode? If you guys remember the mechanics, because I'm not gonna go look it up on the internet right now. You know, feel free to just throw out snippets of watch out for gas or things like that. Just tiny bits of info that I can remember without having to crack my brain and fret. Actually, you know what? Screw that, because the last time, I think last week's one, there was a trial. I think it was the Siege of Ishgard, where there was the big dragon walking towards the gate on the bridge, and we had to destroy him before he reached the gate. I didn't do any research for that. I was just carried by the rest of the group, so that worked out a treat. Oh, back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? And summon a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest, beyond their trading habits. So there's no point asking, but it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive. Okay, so we're going to the north, who might have some info. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have... What? Land trap nectar, a basket of fruit, and generous portion of young Nanka flesh. Nanka is actually a fruit down here. Okay, looks like we're splitting up. Yeah, we're splitting up to get the different things, which is cool because usually MMOs give it all to you to do. So what am I doing? I'm bringing the Nanka meat. Okay, let's go get this Nanka. I was so expecting to be doing all 3 things. Kind of reminds me of like which MMO had that? Yeah, it was the Elder Scrolls Online. When in one of the tutorial parts, you had this part where you were trying to rebuild a ship or something, and part of the quest chain, you had to save this crew, and the crew had like 5 different members. So if you didn't save members of the crew, you'd be doing all the other stuff on your own. But if you saved members of that crew, you had an additional dialogue option where you can get the crew to help you out with the collection duties and all the other mundane tasks, which was really awesome. I did like stuff like that. And of course, I have no idea. Okay, I gotta go that way. Up there to the forest and down there, it looks like. So yeah, I can see why flying will be popular in zones like this, especially the cloud map, where navigating landscape terrain is quite a nightmare, especially for me, having never played this before. Repairing in case. Light21 in chat says, you will like it, I'm sure, and don't worry about mechanics. You're very simple. Don't stay in fire, kill the ads, and that kind of stuff. I was expecting that sort of advice, really, because see and do. Like, I'll just watch what other people are doing. Jarl says, Chocobos, the most memorable international gaming animal. Yeah, when I started the stream, I got a notification saying that, oh, you've increased movement speed. It doesn't seem like it's changed at all. Or maybe the movement speed was increased for 1. Oh, hang on. Hey, here we go. That's what I'm supposed to get? That Nanka? So what about the big one? Oh, the big one's... Yeah, that's pretty gross. It's not a bug? Or maybe it is, but I just don't like that the round things up there. It just does not look good at all. So it's the young ones that we want, not the big ones. Alright, let's go look for more. And hopefully we can separate them from their parents. There we go, here's one on its own. Last one. Come on, you Nankas. There you go. Let's use one of my cool new skills. Well, I'm gonna get 3 at once if I do this, but whatever. Control 8. Wham! Nice. Let me pull him back. Come here. I don't want to pull your other friends. I just need you. And done. Deliver it to Alpha now, who's way up there. So they've already made it to like the village before me. Ooh, look at that tower. Isn't that where it came from? Haven't seen, well, I was gonna say I haven't seen a lot of fates in the area, but they're all scattered down there. Okay, Alfie, now I've got your meat. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Yusal's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? Yes, sir. Here you go. Splendid. I shall put this with Astadian's fruit and assemble a suitable, generous-looking hamper for the Nath. And I'll take the Scholar one. Alright, before I move on, let's check in chat real quick. Xena says chocobos are only memorable by repetition. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, if you have like an iconic thing, you'd plaster it everywhere, I suppose. And leverage on that popularity. Like the Pikachu, for example. If you're a Pokemon fan, you'll never get sick and tired of seeing Pikachu. I don't know. I mean, for me, there is Pokemon fatigue as you grow older, and the more you see stuff come out. So maybe there's a Chocobo fatigue. I don't know. I'm not like a hardcore Final Fantasy fan, so I can't really speak for everybody out there. Like everyone says, or don't. You know what they say? Stay in the fire, DPS higher. I need a T-shirt that says that. In fact, if my channel takes off, if my channel really takes off, and I get to properly produce my own merch line and stuff, like I'm compiling a whole list of memes and MMO catchphrases and things that people say, and I'm just gonna put on T-shirts. So it'll be nice to have that. Have a shirt with a cool picture and a tagline. Stay in fire, DPS higher. I love that. That's good. Xena says they use them everywhere. Jared says, but they're repetitiously cute. I guess what you're going for. Tristan says, not many MMO I know that changes music during combat in the open world. And the ones that I do know that do it, I would rather hear one or the other. Oh, hang on. What are these? Earrings? No, ring offending. Aiming. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. Alright, let's make contact with the Nath. Nep Gamer says, I miss those days in Heavensward, but in a lot of time you do get to go back for hunts, all jobs and side quests. At least no more dragging for you. It only gets better from here. Good to hear, man. Alright, so well, everything appears to be in order, assuming no one has any objections. Place the offerings, and let's see what happens. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. Oh my god. They're like shell people? I don't know. Reminds me of Kabuto or Kabutops for you Pokemon people out there. And they talk. Click, click. Long has it been... Oh, it's like... I suppose. I shouldn't have read it out. Landtrap Nectar. Callum Tree Fruit. And Nanka Flesh. And they're all really happy about that. What delectable foods you've brought us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Yeah, and just like an hour ago, you're kicking my ass. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. I can only imagine the smell, considering these are bugs, right? These are bugs. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws. Yes? Come, it's not far. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the... look at that. If cockroaches walked on hind legs. Arlim Jade says, I've never heard of chocobo fatigue. Well, neither have I. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe there is. When a franchise overdoes something. Like, like TV shows, for example, when like a TV series has gone way past its lifespan, and they're just dragging out more seasons for the sake of either money or because they can't let it go, and then okay, you gotta stop for a little bit. Maybe Chocobos are like that. I'm not saying it is, because I don't mind it. I don't care. Maybe other people feel that way. I don't know. Shag says, I like the terrain detail in Final Fantasy XIV. I like it too. I mean, the new Ishgardian area, like when I got to Ishgard the first time, I really like the architecture and the details and the style of Ishgard, the area. Very... I'm not exactly sure what the right time period is for their inspiration, but the whole medieval vibe that I was getting for it, I don't know, 14th century France, maybe, Britannia, that sort of vibe that I got, and, their whole... system, their politics system, with the ruler and having the holy religion being part of politics and all that, just reminding me of that time period. Anyway, all right, let's trade with this, guys, and let's get to that trial. I think I'm gonna end it on that note. We'll finish the trial and we'll carry on next week. Let's go. Let's trade. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Voth. We are the non-mind. I have no idea what that means. Okay. We are the non-minds? Did they just imply that they can't comprehend words? This bug has a beard. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You've brought delicacies much sought after by our people. We are much pleased. What would you have of us, honored elder? Pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are, but if it's words you desire, then words you shall have. We are Voth, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of Nath's god, of the god of one mind, summoned into our midst. The one mind. These are the Nath who reside in the main colony. Yes, they are one, connected. Yeah, bugs. But let us begin in the story in the beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren. And with spear and shell and musket, the dragon was slain. 'Twas likely that one of them had fled with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Yeah, I can already tell that the dynamic between those two will be pretty fun. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The one mind would always cower when their winged shadows pass over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy to kill. Thus did the one mind. I'm reading it as... No, it's Overmind decided to heed the words of the black-robed men. Black-robed men? Are they talking about Asians? Did the Asians come here? But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards of this war. And the crystals are with the ether energy, I suppose. Okay, I'm going for dexterity, skill, speed, strength. Yeah, this one. This is for me. Alright, let's check in chat real quick before we move on here. We're getting closer to the trial, I suppose. Jared says, gee, that dragon armor. I want to see him fight. He was fighting earlier in a duty. Like, I had one duty with him that was absolutely awesome. And that was pretty fun to do. Anyway, I see an unlock here. Is this going to be for flying? Yes, this is. I'm going to keep this first. I want to get on with the trial. Actually, I'll pick that up. Bring us muskets. Easy enough, but I'll save that for later. Sol seems troubled by the Nath's war of expansion. Okay, so unlike all the other sort of beast tribes, there's always a purpose for summoning a primal. Some of them just want to protect themselves. Some, like the Nath here, just want to expand, I suppose. They are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. So... has it occurred to you that we may be sending the Warrior of Light to her death? Oh my god. Underestimate me all you want. They don't know that we win the game in the end. Pray forgive me. I do not fear my duty, Alphino and Estinian and Ysal. Athelwyn do not need to face this alone. Like her, I am blessed with the Echo's protection. Yeah, I forgot about that. And may do battle with without fear or primal influence. Do you truly imagine yourself a second Warrior of Light? That's interesting. Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Voth and learn how best to secure an audience with your deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. Oh, hey. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. I think Alphino has proven his worth. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like he was forced on me when I was just finishing A Realm Reborn. Like, forced on me in a sense that, you know, when a game tries to stick up a character in your face so much for you to try and like him or follow him, whatever, and I just couldn't understand Alphino at all. But now, as slowly as the patch became, as you advanced the patch, then the story became clearer. Our god will have your souls. What? Alright, let's check in chat before I move on here. Light21 says dragoons are dragon hunters that fight them in mid-air. Shagar says, like Supernatural, it has like 900 seasons. Isn't this the final season for Supernatural though? Or am I wrong? I think it's ending, and I like that. Game of Thrones has an ending, obviously, because the books has to end. The Walking Dead, I have no idea if that's ending or not, but that's one of the shows that maybe should have ended sooner. I don't know. NepGamer in chat says, what PC specs are you rocking? Playing 4K, this game needs anti-aliasing badly. I am on i7 6700K, I think. 16 gigs of RAM. GPU's a GTX 1080, which is already last gen. And that's it, really. My monitor is still 1080p. I want to upgrade to like a 1440p monitor and, you know, make videos and render videos in that thing as well. But as soon as I save enough money for that, it'll be way beyond 4K already, because, you know, whatever I make from YouTube or whatever, I put back into the channel. So that means either, you know, subscription for games or hosting for video storage or things like that. So I never really get to play around with gear unless it's a last minute thing. So if suddenly tomorrow my GPU dies for whatever reason, I'm screwed. So then I would make a emergency purchase, like what happened to me when I first started the channel. I started the channel in February 2016, and I was making all my videos on an Alienware laptop, which was one of their 2015 models or 14 models. So one day I was plugged in this very room, and I didn't have a surge protector for the electricity that I'm plugged into the wall to. So I was I was rendering a video, I believe, for a Total War Warhammer 2 review, and that video is still on my YouTube channel. I will not delete any of my old videos, just to remind myself how crappy my early beginnings were, so I leave them on. So anyway, the story goes, while that video was rendering, and my Alienware laptop was plugged in because it was charging, there was a thunderstorm or a lightning going on, and zap, the house lost power, and so there was a power surge, and I didn't have a power surge protector, so my laptop fried, basically. The motherboard was fried. So I contacted Dell, and they were like, sorry, we can't do anything for you. You're either going to have to buy a new laptop, or you're going to have to pay almost as much to change an Alienware motherboard. So I'm like, holy shit. And I was so desperate because I had... It's a funny story because it's true. I had just resigned from my job, and I was going to spend at least 3 to 4 months working on my freelancing career and my side jobs, in addition to building the YouTube channel to make it sustainable. So I was already out of a job, and now I don't have a computer anymore. So I panicked. I called a friend. I'm like, I need to go to this computer shop right now. And I went there, and I blew like $7 grand in my currency. It's about, I don't know, 2,000 USD or whatever, on the spot. And that was my balance from what I had at work when I just resigned, and I bought this entire setup. And it's lasted me for 3 years so far. So touch wood, I'll have it for quite some time, but I know as a content creator and as a YouTuber, we're going to have to upgrade, you know, to keep up with times. And when you see people coming out with way better quality videos, you're going to have to keep up and make sure that everybody can watch it in good quality and stuff like that. These are things that I think about all the time, in addition to making sure that the content's good. So if you think this is easy, guys, it's not. And figuring out how to stream the first time was really crazy too. That was pretty fun. Pedro has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Pedro. I appreciate the support. And so did Mick Ridge. Thank you, Mick Ridge. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate the support, you guys. Anyway, so someday maybe I will get to 4K, Nap Gamer. Light says jumping into the skies and dropping down with your spears. We got El Butto in chat says, I wanted to stop by and say thanks for making the MMO news videos. Aw, man. Hey, anytime, bro. Anytime. Look, I'm an MMO enthusiast myself. I love the genre. And I just love making news videos because not only does it keep me informed and keep me on my toes so I know what's going on out there in the world, but I also get to share that with you guys. And because we all share that same passion, it's awesome. So it's that's cool, man. No problem at all. Thank you for watching them and for everyone for being here, really. Shaq says, aliasing on vegetation is a bit of an issue in 1080p, but in 1440p or above, I'm not seeing much. I'm just used to it. Another reason why I need to get a 1440p monitor, so hey, maybe in 2 years' time, I don't know. Those things are expensive down here. Jared says, wow, quite thirsty to glorify killing a dragon. And Trishan says, they don't know we can respawn even if we die. Good point. Shaq says, Alfino is a bit irritating but very important over time, and he grew on me. I haven't seen Alfino's sister in a very long time. I can't remember what happened to her, so I need to... Well, actually, don't tell me. Maybe she'll show up, right? Well, at least I hope she'll show up. Voracious Vath. You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all of us to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more. Great. We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Okay, so what, more? Yep, this time it's a clear water Nanka. Let's see where that is. Yeah, why not? The trial better be right after this. Oh, look, another ether current right here. I like that they put the ether currents somewhere you know you're gonna find it. So that's nice in Square Enix's part, although I'm sure there's going to be some that's way off the traveled paths, I suppose. I'm going to have to hire somebody who knows all the locations and they can fly me around, and I'll just go pick up everything. Jared says, if dragons exist, NetGamer says, dude, at least move to 1440p, 1080p's old school now. Hey, sure, if you tip me, like, if everybody tipped a stream for like 10 bucks or whatever, yeah, I could totally go out and buy a 1440p monitor tomorrow, man. That's for sure. But yeah, it'll come over time. As soon as you know, I'm in a position where I can upgrade all my gear, I will. because I've seen my video editor. I've tested 1440p, and yeah, it's nice to watch and everything, but at the same time, internet speeds could be an issue for a lot of people that are watching from maybe places where speeds could be an issue, or they have, you know, so they wouldn't watch it in 1440p anyway. They would probably watch it in either 720p or stuff like that. So as a creator, I gotta balance that. Like, do I want my viewers to buffer more, or do I want my videos to look as best as it could? Which is why a lot of YouTubers will tell you that 1080p is the sweet spot, because at least majority of viewers around the world you can accommodate them. Like 21 says, Alfino is best boy. He was super annoying in A Realm Reborn, and I did feel that a little bit too. Yeah. With the constant, oh yes, do this for me and this, but in the ending of A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, he has good character growth. Always good to hear. Hang on, did my objectives change? No, I already killed that, yeah. Because I saw gather fire drones, and I was like, what? I didn't agree to that. Well, let's get back there then. Let's get this trial on the road. What time is it? It's 12:20. Yeah, I can make it. I can make it before. Oh, hang on. Oh, show-offs. Show-offs. Okay, I tell you what. I'll get out of my car. I'll join in. And you guys can fly me over. But I gotta get a party invite first. Fly me! And that's what flying in this car looks like. Pretty awesome. Not sure about the speed though, but still, I guess it sort of beats, you know, trying to navigate your way through hard terrain and stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's get out of this. Oh yeah, Z. I forgot. Yeah, I remembered that from the last stream because I was trying to figure out how to get out of the car. All right, Voracious Vath, we got this. Give me my trial. Another gift, sort of expected. Yes, you'll have more of the words. Listen now, the senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees and all sees, what one feels all feel. Alert, a single nav and the whole hive is alert. To reach our god is impossible undetected. That doesn't mean anything. The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits in the center of Nath society, and its presence somehow allows subjects to communicate without need for word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the Primal was summoned. Yeah, I'm kind of dreading what this primal is gonna look like, because if it looks like a giant bug, ugh. But well, let's just see. I have no idea what the next primal is coming up. Anyway, breaking into hives. Alfino, we should review. Let's go ahead and review the plan. Let's do this. Forgive me, but let's be clear about what it is you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed your custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? What was that? Nakrum has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Nakrum. Appreciate the support. If you're watching the stream, welcome. We're about to hit a new trial here, and I've not played through any of this content, so yeah, we shall see how that goes. Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not? I will. Yeah, exactly. We have the woman who summoned Shiva down here, and I'm the one who beat her. So together, we'll make a great team. Estinian, unfortunately, is not going to do it. Jared, hey, thank you, Jared. Thanks so much for the for supporting the channel. Welcome aboard. Okay, so Estinian's going to stay here with Master Alfie now. I wonder why. I mean, well, he fights dragons, and we're kind of like fighting a bug, so I guess that's why he doesn't want to come. Anyway, to the stolen munitions area. Breaking time's right there. Ah, there it is. That looks like something. Anyway, hang on. Let's see. Is there a... Can I leave markers? Right, so there's a way to leave markers. Like, there must be a button for it somewhere. Control right click and chat and press enter. Control right click and chat and press enter. Ah, sweet. Nice. Okay, cool. So I've just posted the location in chat so that I can get in the car and have this be our Uber driver for tonight. That's pretty handy. Send me the bill and gil later on, and I'll see if I can afford it. I barely have 1 million gil, so don't overcharge your Uber rides. Welcome to Eorzea Lyft or Eorzea Uber, whatever you want to call this service. But I'm getting it right here. Okay, let's scroll on chat some more. What was that? Austin Edwards is subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Austin. Welcome to the stream if you're watching the stream or from another video, and if you watch it later, thank you. Appreciate the support. Jared says, yeah, the new PS supposed to support 8K visuals. See, I don't know about that. I think Sony have just backed themselves into a corner, and now they're gonna have to deliver on 8K, and maybe they have it already, but I don't know. 8K seems like incredible. Like, even my TV won't support 8K outside, so I don't know. Intruders, your lives are forfeit. Forfeit. 4 feet is a hobbit. No, not even that. Hobbits are shorter than that. It's dead. Any more? Yep. Okay, while we're doing this combat stuff, let's check in chat a little bit. There's just what? Your content's been epic, top quality. Oh, thank you. Well, you as a creator, you can never really be satisfied, even though if you think you're making good stuff, never settle. Keep pushing and you know, keep trying to make things better. I'm always tweaking with stuff, how the audio should sound like, what the narrations should sound like, how much bass should I put to the audio and stuff like that, you know? And the moment you start getting complacent with your content, that's bad. So you never rest. Jared says, lol, I'm tripping on cars, but what's up with the travel speed? I think it gets better once you finish a certain point. I think they'll increase the travel speed over time. But the flying, maybe because you're already, you know, circumventing, going through ridges and over rocks and everything, when you're flying in a straight line, even though at that speed, I think it's still better than having anything else. Here we go. We're going to be infiltrating. Fight your way deeper into the hive. So I'm just leaving that in chat just to let my party know where I'm headed to. And I guess I'll just kill some of these things along the way too, because these are needed for my ether cart back in the camp. Alright, checking in chat some more. Navigator says, I'll easily tip if everyone does too. Come on, donation up. Oh, no, don't. I just meant that as an example, but No, not yet. Not yet. I don't think as a content creator, I'm, you know, that call to action would just save it for another time. Maybe at a different milestone. If we hit like 20,000 by the end of the year, then, you know, save it for something like that. I mean, tonight we're just having fun. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Light 21 says that travel speed increases after you reach specific points in the story. Light 21 says in zones you've finished. And George says gotcha. And Light says after this quest the trial will be unlocked, which is great. I'm sure it's up there somewhere. I'm just killing everything that's in my way. Probably a dumb thing to do as well. Alright, let's just push. Let's just push up there. I'll just drag whatever I have with me, and then we'll just knock it out. Oh, tribal music now. That's just changed in pace. But this is where I need to be. So I've just pulled a whole bunch of crap. Where the hell's my chocobo? Okay, my chocobo went missing because I had it on heal mode. But the cavalry has arrived. That should do it. No, not yet. Still more. Any more? Yep, right behind us. What was that? It's one of you two with that special skill. Well, it's not done yet. They keep coming. Surely that's enough. There we go. All right. Fight your way deeper into the hive. So, why not just grab it, get in the car, just run? I mean, who cares? Who cares about stuff? If we get knocked off, we get knocked off. Let's just go. I can't fly, so we'll just do this on the ground. Oh man, look at my health go. Open the gates. Oh god damn it, it's an ether right there. And of course, I'm pulling all this crap. Sorry, but I really want my ether. Oh my god, look at my health go. I have just caused so much problem for my party. Did you guys one-shot that? Holy crap. Good stuff. Okay, nice. How close are we? Almost there. There we go, destination right here. Alright, let's unlock the trial. Let's see what happens now. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. My mind is steeled, even though I do not know what the fight is going to be like. So, bring it on! Alright, check in chat real quick. Vesha says, oh yes, new trial. Trishan says, the Hydra... No? The Hydra lift? Is that what it's called? Lord of the Hive. I knew it's buggy. You saw it was an opportunity for anything now. Alright, let's do this. You are prepared then? Yes. Nemesis lets your group just play through everything. You don't need the XP. You're already way ahead. Good point. Jared says be epic if they give voice to the special moves of the samurai. You know, some of the stuff that the character makes noise, I think that's all default stuff. But I know what you mean. That additional sound for samurai moves is pretty nice. So I guess we are faking it to get captured so we get an audience with the god. Surrender, intruders. There's no escape. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us to before your lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning ritual holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing to the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mark our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. I like how we're just discussing our escape plans right in front of them, who I'm sure heard everything. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If we are to be dragged away for sacrifice while you're haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Let's fight. Except, hang on a second. What is going on? That's where I am. No, that's where I need to be. Okay, so we're still not at the trial yet. Interesting enough.
Now we have but to wait.
Wakanda forever.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
I did not expect their voices to be like that, but that'll teach you. Right, let's see what this primal looks like.
He comes.
This is one hell of a grand entrance. Oh boy.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen. Oh, glorious general, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight.
That makes it simple then.
Long have my
Kill 'em all.
waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold Master of the Blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
Sure.
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
Wait. Aren't we doing this together? She's using the crystals to summon, or... I have no idea what she's doing. She's transforming. Uh-huh. This ain't bad. I get to sit back and watch this cool stuff going on.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
there we go. It's pretty cool. Uh-oh.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
That raises more questions.
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Of course. I guess that leads to the trial then. But that's well, I hope she's fine, because we were just getting the warm, you know, we were making that sort of connection, we were working together, and now she gets stabbed, and I didn't think she could, like, summon Shiva again, and I don't understand how that works, unless there's, yeah, I don't know how she did that. I hope she's okay. Well, I guess that is that then. Okay, so it's Ravana in Stockheart. That's the name of the trial that we're going to be doing. Since letting my party know I'm done. And in the meantime, I'm going to check in on chat. That was a pretty long scene, wasn't it? It's pretty cool. Okay, where did I last stop? Shag in chat says, masterful pull. When I was running through the entire village, that was just weird. Nav says, can't wait to see you do this trial. It's an epic fight. Oh, you don't want to see me do the trial, you want to see the trial. Watching me fight in Final Fantasy XIV on stream is like watching a turtle cross the road. Or a chicken learning how to fly. But I'll get there. I'll show you by the time Shadowbringers is out. I'll be a totally different player. Otaku says, oh, the trial is really fun. It's one of my favorites from Heavensward. The other one is a spoiler, so I won't tell, but it's the first trial after the vanilla Heavensward story. I think... Oh, you mean after the vanilla? Okay, so that's the prerequisites for Stormblood. Light Train wants us the best Heavensward trial, maybe second best. Shag. Oh, that popped way faster. Shit. Tips. last minute call for. Well, whatever. Let's just go in and see what happens. Arlim Jed says this is going to be interesting. Shags it's epic. Definitely. Tristan says don't forget to bring a pesticide. Clever. Light says rejoice in the glory of combat. I'm so excited. Here he comes in all his glory. Wakanda forever. Yeah, the moment they did that, the first thing I thought. Otakura says he definitely has the best looking primal weapon. The first thing I thought of was General Grievous. Star Wars, anybody? You know, the four lightsaber wielding droid. Oh, I should remove my hands too much because of the green screen thing that I have. Yeah, it's spazzing out now, but okay, here we go. I wonder how we're gonna beat this guy. It's the same animation of how he came in the first time. Now they're doing it again. And oh yeah, people are probably waiting for me right now. So I'm not gonna skip the cutscene just to make people wait, because I know on the Japanese data center everybody's happy, you know, for you to finish. So here we go. I am now ready. Let's eat some food. Kill butterflies is what I see, chat. Watch where you stand. Yeah, I'm gonna be following a lot of the other people in here. Just watch and learn. Alright, here we go.
Dance to the song of ringing steel.
Which way is he facing? I can't even see. Okay. I'm not sure what this waltz music is, but it's kind of weird. We're fighting this guy and it's waltzing music. Like, okay, I got pushed back. Everybody's getting pushed back. I don't see any boulders or stuff to hide behind. It doesn't matter.
Furious as a blaze.
He probably has some really crazy frontal AoE damage that I want to avoid. Oh, that doesn't look good. I'm just backing to where everybody's backing to. Woo! 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 Oh shit, that was close. That was close. Now I know why there's waltz music. We're freaking dancing. Jeez, don't turn him my way.
I am invincible.
Whew. Oh, that doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Oh shit. I popped my sprint. Oh, snap. I stood in crap.
Take wing, ye souls of war.
I was trying to get out of the purple thing and ran straight into the fire. That's my first death in a trial and stream so far since I've done this this stream series. I should have had a counter for death. Well, I'll try and put that up for the next stream so we can keep this a running gag all the way until like Shadowbringers. I don't suppose anybody has a revive, right? Okay, so I just saw the tank like mark one of his swords, so he did drop 2 of his swords. And again, I've not done this before, so I don't know what the guide is, but it seems like there's ads. There's another sword that just dropped down. So I have no idea what's going on. This is like what, phase 2 when he gets like 70%. Yeah, there we go. So the tank has just marked something. I can't see what. Oh, I've just gotten a res. Look at that. I hope I don't ruin it. Oh boy. Okay, so Moon Ghana 1 is what we're gonna be attacking. And I don't know what we're doing. Why are we floating? That is so not cool.
Rejoice in the glory of combat!
Okay, there's some stuff going on, chat. Please kill the butterfly first. If I know what the butterfly looks like. Yeah. Because I was dead, I did not see what butterfly comes into the fight. So at least I know what the phases are. We got the fire phase that you know you want to position yourself well for. At least that's what I gather. And I think we're gonna stack in some phases, like I see people stacking, maybe to disperse the sort of damage that happens. But it's this butterfly phase that I'm not familiar with the swords and everything. So I'm just catching up on chat here. Party chat, that is. Please kill the butterfly first. That's the only English stuff comes out. Kill butterflies, watch where you stand. Alright, let's do it. Hang on, chat. I see chat moving right now, but I can't get to you. Because this is pretty hectic.
To the song of ringing steel.
As soon as I see people moving, okay, that sounds like the part where we get out, right? Okay, I saw lots of mini butterflies in there. I just wasted time going back. Oh, okay, now we're going back for good. Okay, here comes the, there we go, that thing. There's more, I suppose. Okay, stand in the middle, get out of fire. It's easy enough. Okay, it's the next part that really got me last time. I'm trying to figure out where's the best part to stand here. Okay, we're backing off somewhat.
I am invincible.
Oof. Okay, here we go. Okay, some people here. Okay, good place to stand. Okay, where to now? It's still a good place to stand. Now the swords should be coming pretty soon. Or at least that's what I remembered, even though I died, kinda. The tank did do a good job of marking. Oh, there we go. Okay, copy that. So let me get to that one first. Okay. Oh, one more at the back. I see one more at the back. Okay. Damn it, how many butterflies are there? Okay, that went well. Oh, here, hang on. There's one right amongst us. And my skill speed is too slow for me to do any of my finishers or whatever. Okay. He's marking stuff. That's number 3, doesn't matter. Number 4. We're not doing this in order. Just get rid of the goddamn butterflies and that's done. anymore. Should probably throw some DPS in there.
Prepare thyself.
Oh shit.
Rejoice in the glory of combat.
This is what killed me the second time. I don't know if I'm in if I'm in trouble or not, depending on where I am. Okay, that worked out well. He's down to like 40% right now, so this mechanic is gonna be new to me. So I don't know what happens here. Do I run? Yeah. Okay, so that's a pushback. Music just changed. Some creepy guys singing in the background. I'm gonna blow some big stuff here. I want to get to my tier 3 combo. Any butterflies that I need to know of? I don't see any. Just got an achievement for something. I don't know what, because I can't read right now. His health is going down real slowly. We do have 2 limit breaks. I gotta keep my eyes on the rest of the group too, because if I'm so focused on just bashing this guy. Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit. I don't like that look. What is that on my head? I have no idea what that is on my head. I just saw people spreading out. Oh, good lord. Oh, whoever just subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I just can't check it right now. Alright, let's do that real quick. Classic Free 72, thank you for welcome to the stream. Should I stay or should I go in range? Let's go. Let's take him down. It's like 30%. I think we got this. Ow, that hurts. Oh, crappy do. Potion. Nice placement with the AoE heal there. Okay, yeah, we can do this. It's almost done. He's almost done. Big one, come on. Wham! Almost there, let's do this, Oh, how dare you. Oof, that hurt. Potion. It's all DPS now. Let's go. Come on. Wow. Less than 10%. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Done. We got it. That's a fun fight. See ya.
Yes, does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor? I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Ta-da! Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that was satisfying because this was a proper blind stuff. Blind run. Player recommendation. Yeah, Rex Skywalker's the only option I got. So Rex Skywalker. That's an interesting name. Yeah, I'll give you a commendation. I haven't received a commendation in I don't know, over 2 years. So, oh man, that was a fun fight. All right, let's check in chat real quick. Oh, that was pretty fun. Where did I last stop? Oh, hang on. Cutscene. Rush Kale, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the support. Oh, she lives. Good. We were just becoming
You do not
BFFs.
disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't betray us in the future. I don't know. Oh, Asian. Asian?
Once more you achieve
Yes.
the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor.
I know her voice. Oh my
At their
god.
bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
That's such a familiar voice. I need to look that up. It sounds so familiar. Okay, anyway, checking in chat some more. Let's say, Light says, I would say every boss has amazing music that very often fits the theme. Jared says, shield class looks exciting. Arlen J says, you should use tier 1 and tier 3 combos. Mostly tier 2 is for AoEs. Yeah, totally, you're right. Mr. Jammer says, the storm is Ragathon, the bold ever fight on. Their lives echo in song. Wow, that was nice. Oh, that music, Sounds of War. Great time to renew my sub. Well, it's a great time, I suppose. Shadowbringers is coming. LB 3 times is light. I wonder who will get it. Go, I want to see Samurais. Provost Ninjas. Awesome Limit Break. And Shark says, Yasali. I kind of like her. Oh, wait, Mr. Jammer says she's like that Ironborn lady from Game of Thrones. That's what I suspected, that the voice actress was from it. I don't know. I'll go look it up. Anyway, never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till today. You are a marvel to behold. Oh, fancy words. Well, it's time we rejoin our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale and to continue the journey. So, back we go, and this is where I am going to call it a night, everybody. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I can't do like another 5-hour stream. It's Monday. It's Monday already. I gotta wake up for work, and of course catch Game of Thrones later on. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and we'll just catch up and chat with some closing stuff, and I'll see you guys soon. Anyway, Lord Midicurrent says, off for now. Have fun, and thanks for all the videos and streams. Okay, hang on. I'll get to you in a sec. Yeah, I did not share where I needed to go, so I'm gonna have to do that real quick. And yeah, so that's it for this week's stream, guys. I'm already in Heavensward, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it, as you know, I said at the top of the stream. So for those that are watching this stream for the first time, what is this? Because I usually do leveling review streams for MMOs that I want to review. Those are taking a break right now because there's lots of content coming out. Leveling review streams will be back for Elder Scrolls Online, because that's when a new chapter comes out, the new class comes out, which I'll be leveling. And for Shadowbringers, I'll probably do something for the Dancer or you know, the Hrothgar Gunbreaker. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm doing this every Sunday, playing through Final Fantasy XIV until I get to the end of Stormblood, because I've not done it and I need to catch up if I want to jump into the new expansion. So there's that. And also, I do want to say, I know there's been no news drop this week or this weekend, because I usually drop news videos on the weekend. This weekend has been pretty slow. I've been keeping an eye on the City of Heroes ish thing going on, because I want to jump into that. I've not played City of Heroes, so I wanted to see if I can get on that. But slow weekend for news. I'll see what happens in the next couple of days, and if necessary, I'll make a weekday news drop there. Otherwise, a couple more videos coming out. Final Fantasy, of course. I've got one for Neverwinter, and a few more. So as always, guys, all of you here in stream, thank you so much for hanging out and chit-chatting, and you know, I really enjoy your company, and thanks for hanging out. So just a quick roll call here. Arlen Jit says, good night, thanks for the stream, it's awesome reliving Heavensward with a bunch of people. Yeah, man, while it's fun playing solo, I love sharing the experiences with other people on a live stream. You can't beat that, can't top that. Jared says, have a great night. Thank you, and you too. Light21 says, thank you for a great stream, had a lot of fun watching. Thank you, I appreciate you being here. It's only fun. It's only as fun for me as the people that I get to share it with, and you guys are awesome. Mikey says, take care, man, have a good one. You too, Mikey, thanks so much. Shag says good night as well, and so does Graspy. Yeah, thank all of you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys next weekend. Neb says, see you next Sunday, bro. I will see you next Sunday, bro. So that's it for me, you guys. For those of you in the West, have a great rest of your Sunday. Those of you in my part of the world, have a great night. I'll see you soon. So, once again, Adrian here, thanking you for watching. Later, everybody.